I just done the live stream and that no audio came out, so I just want to check, confirm that with everyone, that everyone can hear me. First of all, that's the first thing, because I'm going to be playing some announcements, and I really hope that people can hear. We hope that people can hear. Okay, good. I can hear myself. We hope that people can hear. Okay, good. I can hear myself. We hope that people can hear. Okay, good. I can hear myself. We hope that people can hear. Now, what we're going to do, well, what I'm going to do in this video, in this live stream, is pretty much what I did in just the last live stream, but I had to delete that because no audio could be heard. So we're going to go right back to the start, and by that I mean getting the program and setting things up. So we'll get this. Close that. So first thing, how do I get the application? So you'll go to Google, obviously, and you type DVA 5 download. This will come up, and you'll select the first link, which is this one, DVA software page 1, Sydney Suburban Forums rail page. When you click into there, there's all the links just here. So that's the Mac link, Windows link, and Linux link. Okay, so, and now that you've got the application, a lot of people will run into a lot of Java problems. If you do come across an error, note that down, because you can download that separately on Java, on Oracle. Pretty much the website is the Oracle, but you can get Java, which is, I think the thing that it runs off is Java runtime environment. That will be part of Oracle, and so you just need to make sure you've got the correct one, because there are a couple of versions of it, an 86 version and a 64 version or something like that. I'm not too sure, because I did run into that problem, but I've rectified that problem, so I don't really know which error that you're running into. But let me know in the comment section post live stream, which, if you do run into a problem, let me know where whether your problem is occurring, and I can pretty much walk you through by text. But now we go into the application. Which is here. So we want to, first of all, we want to see what DVA 5 have in the voice library. So let's quickly have a look. We've got Adelaide, Brisbane, SMU, and IMU. So that's the onboard train announcement. So we'll just quickly do a couple.
Bowen Hills, Brisbane City, Brunswick Street, Caboolture and Shorncliffe lines, Central, Cleveland, Karoi, Corinda, Barra.
And so there's also Brisbane, the station announcements, I think.
Brisbane City, Brisbane International Airport.
And Melbourne.
Liddell, Beaconsfield, Caulfield, Flinders Street, Dandenong.
And Perth, and obviously Sydney. So for this one, we'll do Sydney female, because that's what you would hear at this station. So here's a very important thing to note. Always start your announcement with the 3 ascending chimes. The 3 ascending chimes is that's the 3 ascending chimes. Always start your announcement with that. And so we'll just first, before we go into the scrolling DVA boards, the PIDs, the passenger information display screens, we'll do a quick couple of announcements and a few things that you will need to note before playing the announcement, because for some announcements there are a couple versions of it. So let's quickly think. Let me just quickly think of one. Okay, let's do this one. Also, you can just type in caps, and once you hit play, it'll just once you hit play, it will automatically drop down to which one's meant to be capital letters, which one would be lowercase letters. So you can type all in lowercase, or all the announcement in uppercase, capital letters. I mean caps in caps. So let's quickly do announcement. This one. Okay, before I go any further, as you can see for Liverpool, there's so we're not looking at Liverpool or Liverpool Street. We're looking at the last four: Liverpool via Bankstown, Liverpool via Granville, Liverpool via Regent's Park, and Liverpool via Sydenham. Because they're already preset into the voice library, or the sound library, I like to call it, it will come out a little bit different. Okay, so we'll just quickly have a listen to these four that are already preset, and then I'm going to show you my way of how I correct that to make sure it matches up with the accurate announcement as to what you would hear on the station, on the platform. So this is what it will sound like before you do my way of correcting it. This is what it will sound like.
Liverpool via Bankstown. Liverpool via Bankstown.
And so obviously I'll quickly finish the announcement. So first stop Town Hall, then Central, that's not correct, Central, Redfern, Sydenham, Marrickville, Campsie, Lakemba, Bankstown, Liverpool. Okay, now, so this announcement is before doing all the corrections that I do, that I would do to correct it and make it sound like what you would hear on the station and on the platform. So before doing the correction, this is what it will sound like.
The train on platform 5 goes to Liverpool via Bankstown. First stop Town Hall, then Central, Redfern, Sydenham, Marrickville, Campsie, Lakemba, Bankstown, Birrong, and then all stations to Liverpool.
Okay, now we're going to do the correction, or the correcting part of the announcement is between Liverpool and via, and also between via and Bankstown. You want to do a double space. I'll show you why I would say that. So you put also here between Liverpool and via, you will do a double spacing. I'll show you why. So I'll quickly get rid of that. And so I put a double space, so pretty much leaving a gap between via and Bankstown, and doing the same thing between Liverpool and via. So we'll quickly do that. So we'll do the double space. Now that we've double spaced it, we try playing the announcement again. And this time it will come out exactly the same as what you will hear on the station, on the platform.
The train on platform 5 goes to Liverpool via Bankstown. First stop Town Hall, then Central, Redfern, Sydenham, Marrickville, Campsie, Lakemba, Bankstown, Birrong, and then all stations to Liverpool.
Sounds exactly the same, doesn't it? there are lots within the voice library that is already preset, so it makes it sound a little bit weird, and yeah, probably not really accurate. It is accurate, but in the way it says it, a little bit off. There are a couple, so we'll just quickly run through them right now. Now, in the recent announcement where I did the announcement of there was track work on the airport line and trains from the city to MacArthur ran via East Hills. So we'll do that one. So we put MacArthur. There are several. Well, there's 4 versions of MacArthur. There's this one.
Via East Hills.
There's this one.
MacArthur via Granville.
There's this one.
Via Regent's Park.
There's this one.
MacArthur via the airport line.
So, in that DVA 5 video, it went via Sydenham, but there's no via Sydenham in the voice library, so it's via East Hills, because yeah, that's what you'll hear when you're on the platform, and when you hear the announcement, it'll be this one.
Via East Hills.
Again, we'll do the correcting part right at the end, so the double spacing, leave that to the very end once you've got all the words like typed out. So I'll quickly do that. Let's stop. And also, it doesn't matter if you put a comment, not a comment, a comma in between each of the stations. Just make sure you have a gap separating. Otherwise, if it's all one chunk, you won't really get anything out, because the play button won't work if there's a. So if for example Central and Redfern, they're next to each other, and there's a red this highlighted part, which means error, and there's also indicated by this dot here. If you try and play it, it won't let you. So you can just just put a space in between. So that's what I'm going to do. I would normally put a comma, but it doesn't really affect the announcement that much. Okay, remember, this is before we do the double spacing. So the front part, the MacArthur via East Hills, that part will come out weird. But once we put in the double spacing, it will sound exactly the same as the platform announcements when you're in the train station.
The train on platform 5 goes to MacArthur via East Hills. First stop, Town Hall, then Central, Redfern, Sydenham, Revesby, Panania, East Hills, Holsworthy, Glenfield, then all stations to Campbelltown, and then MacArthur.
Now we're going to try the double spacing. So again, between MacArthur and Via, we do a double space, and also between Via and East Hills, we do a double space. Now we try again and hearing it.
The train on platform 5 goes to MacArthur via East Hills. First stop, Town Hall, then Central, Redfern, Sydenham, Revesby, Panania, East Hills, Holsworthy, Glenfield, then all stations to Campbelltown, and then MacArthur.
Okay, so as you can see, it came out a little bit different. Now, the next part of this live stream is the indicators panel. So we'll quickly head over to the indicators panel and see what's there. So as you can see, this was one that I made just in the last live stream that didn't really come out with any audio, but we're going to do it anyway. So I'm going to do what it says here already. So we'll do an announcement to Gordon via central. So we'll go back to DVA to make the announcement itself. So let's quickly do that. So we'll go, because this announcement is starting from Penrith to platform 1, because that's where the terminating trains from Penrith to Gordon via Central, that's where they depart from. So we'll do that. As you can see with Gordon, there's no already preset via whatever. So with this one, you can just go Gordon space via space Central. You don't have to do the double spacing to separate the words. I'll just quickly finish typing this announcement. Okay, now we go back to the indicators panel, and obviously we're going to change the time. The time is 8:15, but this one is 7:39 p.m. So we're going to quickly change that to 8:19, for example. Now we press on window, and I'll just quickly add that into my theme. Which one is it? There we go. And I'll just drag that to the section. I'll expand it. So as you can see now, once you hit on the window part, which is here, just close that real quick. Once you hit the window part, then you'll get that DVA screen up. So I'll bring that back up again. And so now we can play the announcement. Make sure you keep both windows open, because if you want to do like a recording for YouTube, that's what I would do, is have the DVA screen open as well as your panel. So we'll go back to the panel, leaving the Gordon the screen up. So we'll go back to the DVA 5 current announcement panel, the DVA panel, and we play the announcement.
The train on platform 1 goes to Gordon via Central. First stop Kingswood, then all stations to Blacktown, then Seven Hills, Westmead, Parramatta, Lidcombe, Strathfield, Redfern, Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Milsons Point, North Sydney, then all stations to Chatswood, and then all stations to Gordon.
Okay, good. So I think I've covered most of the points that I need to cover for this live stream. So I'm going to leave you guys with a announcement from the T6 Carlingford line. So I'll leave you guys with that. Okay, so now we just get rid of that DVA board. Get rid of that. So we go back to our indicators panel and we change that. So we'll go Carlingford. And obviously the service type is an all stops. We'll change the time to 2022, 2021 actually. And then we'll go Carlingford line. And it's only 4 carriages. Now we edit here. So we do Rose Hill, Camellia, Rydalmere, Dundas, Telopia, and Carlingford. And now we'll change to that one. Open that up, and I'll just add another source. So window capture, that one. And obviously we'll expand it so we can cover the DVA panel, and we go back here and we can press play.
The train on platform 1 goes to Carlingford. First stop, Rosehill Racecourse, and then all stations to Carlingford.
And I'm just quickly editing the DVA so you can hear all the stations.
The train on platform 1 goes to Carlingford. First stop, Rosehill Racecourse, then Camellia, Rydalmere, Dundas, Telopia, Carlingford.
Just tidy that up real quick. One more time.
The train on platform 1 goes to Carlingford. First stop, Rosehill Racecourse, then Camellia, Rydalmere, Dundas, Telopia, and Carlingford.
Alright guys, I think that's everything covered in this live stream. If there's any questions that you want to ask me regarding anything else to do with DVA 5, feel free to drop a comment after this live stream has ended, and I will happily attend to those questions. On that note, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I would like to say thank you for joining me on this live stream, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.